This screencast is going to talk about Lesson 1, Equations, and this is just kind of an overview of equations and how we solve equations and how you might be able to solve equations using mental math. So if we take a look to kind of launch into this lesson, we're going to take a look at the difference between an equation and an expression. Expression is what we just learned about in our previous chapter that you just took a test on, and an equation is where we're heading. So we go ahead and read the top of our slide here, and in your packet it says an equation is a mathematical sentence showing two expressions are equal. An equation contains an equal sign. So if you think about an equation versus an expression, we're thinking of our definition. Well, we know with an expression is just a number sentence. And within our expression, we have no equal sign. So an example of an expression could be 2 plus 2. Another example of an expression, an algebraic expression, might be t plus 6. But neither of those have equal signs. If we take a look at our definition for an equation, we actually want to use this idea that they tell us up here, that it's a mathematical sentence showing that two expressions are equal to one another. So we want to actually get that written down in our box. And when we see the word equation, we should automatically see that word equal sign or equal. So an example of an equation would be 2 plus 2 equals 4, or t plus 6 equals 10. Both of those are examples of equations because they have that equal sign. We know what the expression is actually equal to, making it an equation. How are an equation and an expression similar? If we think about this, they both contain numbers. They both contain symbols, variables, so they're similar because they contain numbers, symbols, variables. How are an equation and an expression different? The main difference is the equal sign versus no equal sign. So in an equation, we can actually solve the problem. In an expression, we cannot solve unless we are given the variable. Go ahead and take a look at the real-world link that they provide you. It says, Anna bought a package of 6 pairs of socks. She writes the equation below, the 6 times x equals 9. To find how much she paid per pair, circle the solution of the equation. We're going to hit this word solution later, but your solution is actually what the variable is equal to, or what the letter is equal to. So if I take a look at my 3 answers, 3 possibilities, I can use a few different strategies to help me figure out which answer is the correct answer. I could use the idea of substitution, and I could substitute in each answer. I could also think about how 6 times half is equal to 3, so I could use process of elimination as well. So go ahead and take a minute and figure out which answer would go in and would represent our variable x in this problem. What is x equal to? 50 cents, $1.50, or $2? So if I go ahead and take a look at my examples or my actual substitution, I know that $1.50 should be my answer because that gets me to $9. Go ahead and flip to the next page of your packet. We're going to take a look at solving addition and subtraction equations mentally. So this is talking about when you replace a variable with a value that results in a true sentence, you solve the equation. That value for the variable is the solution. So a lot of times you think about the solution being the actual answer to the problem. In this particular case with equations, the solution is what the variable is equal to. So in this example that they're showing you, 7 would be your solution. So 2 plus x equals 9. 2 plus 7 equals 9, so 7 is the solution. Go ahead and try these got it questions after you read through the examples on your page, and then check your answers. You'll notice that your answer for A should be 5. If you use the substitution method, 5 plus 8 equals 13. 9 minus what equals 2? 9 minus 7. And finally, 40 minus what gets you to 31? Well, 40 minus 31 is 9. So my answer would be 9. Go ahead and read through the next page of your packet, which is talking about solving multiplication and division problems mentally, and then go ahead and do these got it questions. Once again, you'll see that n equals 4. Here's my work. This doesn't work. 4 times 2 is not 16. 4 times 3 is not 16, but 4 times 4 is 16. Same thing with letter E. 24 divided by 8. I'm switching the 8 for the variable. 24 divided by 8 is 3. So W would be equal to 3. This is your guided practice part, so go ahead and complete these 4 questions and then check your answers. Go ahead and check your answers. You'll see that for number 1, W is equal to 8. Number 2, C is equal to 1. Number 3, I used the opposite or the inverse operation and I added 11 to 23, and I know X is equal to 4. And then I did the same thing for 4 times X equals 32. I did 32 divided by 4 and I got an answer of 8. So X would be equal to 8. Final 2 questions are 2 word problem questions. So go ahead and read through the word problem questions and then answer the actual equation part. So 6 plus G equals 21. 55 times X equals 220. So you're finding the variable in each one of these examples. You'll see that for number 5, I got an answer of 15 votes. And then for number 6, I got an answer of 4 times as many stickers. So this is just once again giving you an example of how you would solve equations. We'll get into a little bit more of equation solving with adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing in the next few lessons.